Greetings and welcome to your Oracle message for the day. I am Kat Morgan and I welcome you to this video, to this channel, and to this space. Thank you so much for coming by and checking out the video, checking out the channel. You could have clicked on any other video and you clicked on this one. So thank you so much for joining us. For new friends that have never been here before, this is a space where the only thing you're going to hear is encouragement and support, love, as we continue to make our collective way as individuals, collectively entangled, quantumly entangled, through our lives, trying to find our healing for ourselves so that we show other people how they can find the healing that is needed for themselves. This is how we heal the planet. This is how we heal our collective. So very important work we are all doing. You are important. Our work could not be done without you, without what you are doing right now, without your talents and your skills, what you're bringing to the table for the collective. It's what we are all doing. It's the work that we are supposed to be about. So thank you so much for coming by and joining us on this little adventure. This is a collective reading and it is timeless. So whenever you come across this video, however and whenever you find it, it is the right time for you to be getting this message. So we have been going through Colette Baron Reid's Enchanted Map Oracle Cards deck. And today's card is card number 3, Wizard of Awareness. And isn't this just a fun image? I haven't looked in the book to find out what the actual reading says. What I always like to do, as you guys know, for returning friends that have been here before, for new friends, just a little brief overview of how we do things here. We always want to look at the image of the card itself. We have asked for divine clarification or guidance, confirmation on something, and this is our answer. So we want to take an opportunity and get the energy that's coming directly from the card, directly from the image, what is being told to us from the divine sources, from ancestors, from spirit realm, from God, from the universe. And all of that comes into being and comes through the images of the card. So we have got obviously a wizard here. No kidding. This man is very powerful. I see a Triskelion behind him. He's holding a staff that is illuminated. It is on fire at the top. So, and I thought for a second that he was kind of looking at us, looking at him, but he's not. He's looking off to the side. So he's looking at a vision. And he's got his attention on it. He's got his focus on it. He's using his discernment and intuition, and he's really studying what is coming to him. He is evaluating it. And I love this. We all know that staffs are historically of huge spiritual significance. Everything from Moses's rod that he used to part the Red Sea, right? So that the Israelites could dash through and be saved and be rescued. From Moses through Gandalf, right? We know that staffs are hugely powerful. Through the most ancient of times, shepherds used the staffs to lead their flocks as well as to use the staffs to defend themselves, to defend their sheep. So they were weapons as well as shields. The staff symbolizes leadership and authority. In many societies, rulers, healers, shamans, magicians, witches, wizards, storytellers, and those in spiritual leadership positions or authority walked with staffs. It is a symbol of honor, power, and respect. It's also been seen as a cosmic conduit because it links the earth and the spiritual realms, the cosmic realms. It's the conduit between heaven and earth, the magic power that allows the holder, the wielder of this staff to connect with them both simultaneously and receiving information directly from divine realms as well as earthly realms. It's the primary reason for the use of the spiritual staff in rituals. So Obviously, staff's hugely important. And like I said, this one is literally, it is bringing divine guidance directly right into the top of it, the tip of it, and channeling it. You can see the energy is whipping around that staff. So very, very powerful there. Very, very, very powerful. The Triskelion behind him, those three spirals, obviously of huge spiritual significance as well. I'm not sure how much you are or aren't familiar with them. They are very, very primary and prominent in Celtic lore and the older Norse traditions and those folks over there. I am Irish, as you couldn't tell by the last name, and so Triskelions, obviously, for me and my culture, are hugely important. But the spiritual significance of the Triskelion, it's known as the triple spiral or the Triskele. It consists of these three interconnected spirals radiating from a central point, and each spiral represents a different aspect of life, like the past, present, and future, or birth, life, and death. It has been found in ancient art and at sacred temples and places of worship from back to 6,000 years before the Common Era, 6,000 BCE. They've found these in rock art across the globe, not just in the Celtic and Norse traditions. They are in Hindu traditions, they are in Buddhist traditions. The spiral it goes across the globe as well, not just the triple spiral, but the spiral itself. It means the eternity of the universe, the eternity of creation. One interpretation revolves around the cycle of life, death, and rebirth. Just as the spirals connect and flow seamlessly, so too does life's journey. Another perspective focuses on the three spirals as representatives of the mind, body, and spirit. And the interconnectedness of those aspects reflects the holistic nature of our being. It emphasizes the importance of nurturing all three. They must all three be in balance in order for you to lead the most effective, most abundant, most prosperous life for you and for the collective as a whole. So lots of power, obviously lots of energy in this card. Very strong earth energy as well as fire. No doubt, no doubt. And I just get a very strong sense now that we've looked at the actual parts, the aspects of the card. The message that I'm getting here for you right now is that you have all of the information you need. We've been getting that message in previous readings as well, with other decks as well as this deck, about going within to find the information that we're looking for, not looking for things outside of us to give us guidance. We want to use our outside environment to discern if the actions we're taking, the vibration that we're holding through our thoughts and our feelings, our emotions, as well as what we're saying and what we're doing. If all of that is in alignment with our true selves, coming from a place of self-love, self-compassion, self-acceptance, there's another three: self-love, self-care, self-acceptance. Okay? Three is obviously one of the most perfect Tesla numbers, 369, and it is the most perfect form of geometry, the triangle, and in a 3D experience, the pyramid, is the most stable structure to be used for architecture, for seating. Three legs are actually more stable than four on a chair, on a table. So very, very powerful message here that we have everything we need. We have all of the tools we need with the staff, with the Triskelion. We have all of the knowledge. We are always connected to all of that information, to the Akashic records, to the quantum field. no matter how you say it, whether you're looking at it through science or religion or philosophy, it's all saying the same thing. As Rumi said, what you are seeking is already within you. But what we are being required to do, what we must do, it's not an option, it's not optional, is to become aware of what we're thinking, to become aware of what we're feeling, to become aware of what we're saying, to watch our words, to watch our actions, and to evaluate them and use our intuition and discernment that is coming to us, through us, from the divine cosmic realms through into our 3D experience. We are the channels for spirit in this life. So that's what I'm getting from the card. Let's take a look in the book. I haven't, like I said, I haven't looked at the book yet, so you and I are going to be finding out what it says together for the first time right now. So here we go. Card number 3, Wizard of Awareness. Your soul knows best. Be still and observe. Didn't we just get that card yesterday's reading, Solitude, right? Be still. Be still and observe. Mindfulness is all about being observant and remaining neutral about what goes on in the world around you. Dang, this is literally exactly what I just said. This applies to the environment within you too. If you struggle inside yourself, stepping into an observer position gives you a new, powerful perspective that neutralizes any discomfort or overexcitement. You have the capacity to see things clearly now, unencumbered by opinion or desire. Wearing the world as a loose garment requires you to adopt a sense that nothing that happens to you is personal. People come and go. Experiences evolve from one state to another in a continual shift and change, no matter how much you want things to stay the same. The Wizard of Awareness asks you to give up your need to define or limit what you're experiencing now. It's all good. Let it be, and watch the miracle unfold without any direct influence from you. Well, yes, indeed. So the one thing I got very, very clearly with that, I don't know about you. I'm just going to say, for me, when I read or I hear things from readers or I get messages talking about it's all good, whatever is happening is good, that's difficult. Okay, I have a couple of personal friends that are going through some extremely difficult situations right now, personally, with death or illness of family members. And it's not fun for them. It's not even fun for me watching it, and I'm literally outside of the experience. I am an observer of this, but I can tell you that I'm not telling them it's all good. I'm not telling them this is going to work to a higher purpose. I don't know about you, but when I'm going through a challenging time, that's the last thing I want to hear from anybody, even if it's somebody that I genuinely love and admire. I don't want to hear platitudes. I want people to just be listening to me. And so maybe this is a card telling us now is the time for us to be listeners. We don't have to actively participate in somebody else's horror, in somebody else's drama. We can be there as the staff is for the wizard to bring them support, to bring them protection, to let them be in their place of pain, in their place of mourning, to allow them to have that experience completely and fully, and to incorporate that into their being. And if you are the person that's going through something like that right now, my heart breaks for you. But it's going to pass, as all things have passed. And the older we get, the more we know Nothing stays the same. Everything's changing. Everything is evolving. How we feel about it, how we think about it, what we are expecting. If we are looking at something and we're seeing, oh, it's horrible, I'm losing this person, or I'm losing this situation, I'm losing this house, I'm losing this job, it's the end of everything. That's that's our ego that is tied to an identity of something outside of us as being part of what's inside of us. And that's a mistake. That is incorrect. Everything that you need is within you, as we have been hearing and heard with this card specifically. Okay? So whatever is going on outside of you, you are connected to divine wisdom, and through that connection, you can know the most perfect, loving, compassionate, caring action, word, emotion, thought to have from moment to moment, being in that state of mindfulness and being aware of what we're thinking and what we're feeling. So it's very, very important. Things are not going to get easier. They will get more challenging. Whoever thinks that, as long as you go through a bad period and you get through it successfully, everything else is going to be smooth sailing, this is not correct either. Weather comes and goes. Spiritual weather comes and goes. Just like the earth's weather comes and goes. There's going to be continual storms, but there are going to be continual periods of beauty, of magnificence, of magic, of wonder, of abundance. And keeping that mindset of knowing that there's always going to be good somewhere coming to you sometime, then your mind, your brain is going to be looking for those good things. The reticular activating system, right? RAS. Look that up if you're not familiar with it. Reticular activating system. What you are looking for, you're going to find. Plain and simple. That's a whole nother conversation we don't need to have right now. But go looking for the good stuff. Even if you're in the middle of some horror, there's something that's going to be beautiful and amazing. It may simply be just the knowledge and wisdom of how precious and how magical this life and this experience is. So, kind of an interesting message for today. I do hope that resonated with you. Please feel free to share in comments if you got something in particular from the image from the card, and as well as the reading. I love you. You are the wizard of awareness. You have this power to intuit and discern what you need to be doing, thinking, feeling from that place of love. You've got it. You are stronger than you think you are. And I am really proud of you. You're going to get through this, okay? And you're not alone. We are all here. Collective is here. Everybody is all connected. You are not alone. Close your eyes and reach out and hold my hand. You're not alone. I love you. Have the most amazing, fantastic day. Namaste and ciao for now.